All right, here we go. Yo, Shawn Cotton, we back.
I'm back.
Hey, man, with the sunglasses on.
Man, with the sunglasses on.
Okay, hey, but your face still good, though.
Oh, my face still good, yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't got my belt with me.
There you go. What made you leave the belt this time, man?
Man, I took an L this weekend, man. Had hella fun, though.
Yeah.
Man, I would do it 10 more times.
10 more times.
I had so much fun. I learned a lot. It was with people I knew, you know, Sauce Walker, that's like somebody I came in the game with.
Yeah.
But it didn't end the way I wanted it to end, but
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, you had a fight this past
Celebrity
weekend.
boxing match.
Celebrity boxing match in Arizona.
In Phoenix.
And you got the fight Sauce Wood winning. That's how you say his
Definitely.
name? For TSF.
Yep.
Prior to going against Sauce Wood winning, you had two different opponents
Yeah, I
that you
had
supposed to fight.
Bosco. He backed out. Like a money situation.
Yeah.
Then Nina Boy said I was too experienced because he seen some of my footage sparring.
Got you.
And he said I was too experienced. And then I guess his trainer backed out or something like that.
Yeah.
And then Sauce Wood winning came up. And, you know, I've always heard things about Sauce Wood.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to be tough, but I didn't want to back out. You know, I didn't want to, I just didn't want to back out. I wanted to do it. Like, I just really wanted to test myself.
Yeah.
And I came up short.
Let's take me to the background of it, the training leading up to it.
Right.
Of course, I saw you training a lot online, at least by the videos you posted. So what was your training regimen, like hours a day or how many times a week? What was that
every
like?
day. Every day of the week. Maybe like an hour a day. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
Sparring, running, mid-work. It was light. Like people see my sparring and thought I was like some like pro. I'm not pro. I just started. Like I haven't been boxing for maybe consistently like 4 months.
Got you.
And when I was sparring, I'm not preparing for a brawler. So I'm preparing for, you know, Nina Boy and Bosco. They don't really throw too many punches. They're not really too aggressive. I didn't really prepare for a Sauce Wood. Somebody who's aggressive and they're not boxing. They're really fighting.
Isn't that a failure or like, because I got like a bunch of critiques of your training guys.
Yeah.
I feel like your guys ain't get you ready for the fight.
Nah, it was really my fault.
Explain.
I didn't follow the game plan.
Okay.
I was supposed to jab him, keep him off me.
Yeah.
Stay in the center of the ring. That was the plan. But when the fight first started, we kind of got in a brawl.
Yeah.
He threw like a wild punch. I threw a wild one, and I kind of lost my footing, and that's when he hit me in the back of the head.
Yeah.
But when he came with the wild punch, I should have just jabbed, pivoted, circled back into the center of the ring. I didn't do that.
And this is why I blame your trainers, because playing football, you know, I got a chance to play at a high level.
Mm-hmm.
You practice how you play.
Yeah.
Practice is harder and it simulates the actual game so that once you're in the actual game, it's easier.
Yeah.
For example, I'll always watch your footage, and I kick myself in the butt for it too, because I felt like I should have spoke up.
Yeah.
Every time I saw you training, you were training in your Yeezys.
Yeah.
I never saw you training in your boxing
that was the
shoes.
first time. I sparred a day before. I sparred a day before in them, but that was like my first time wearing them.
And I feel like that's the trainer fault. Again, if I'm training you,
everybody's saying it's the boots. And,
you should have had your shoes on from day one.
Yeah.
The ones, because when I wore cleats, there's no way in the world the day of a game I'm about to put on brand new cleats. Yo, you might get blisters. These boys might not break in right.
Yeah.
I got to wear these cleats all through practice all week long so I could get them broken in.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like your trainers let you down because first they should have been like, hey, man, take them Yeezys off.
Yeah.
Get your boxer shoes, the ones you're going to fight in so you used to it.
Yeah, I don't want to blame them. I came out trying to like
I'm
flex.
blaming them.
But a lot of people are blaming the boots, and I don't want to make no excuses. Like, he won fair and square.
I'm making all the excuses for you today. So that's one. Your trainers didn't have you put on your fucking shoes.
Yeah.
That's the simplest thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because your feet, it came back to bite you in the ass in the ring.
It did.
Number two, I'm not a boxer. Never have been a professional boxer, so I don't know. But it would seem to make sense in an amateur fight everybody's gonna just try to brawl.
Yeah.
And so your training will be a combination of if they brawl, if they come in a brawl, this is your technique for brawling.
Yeah.
If they're gonna square up and try to box, this is our technique for boxing. I felt like they trained you as if you're about to go against another
boxer.
Yeah,
and that was one of them things because I was boxing like Golden Glove people. Like I was prepared, but like I said before, I didn't train for a straight out brawler. And he's tough as nails too. Like been in the pen for 9 years.
Yeah.
You know, you asked the city of Houston about him. Like leading up to the fight, a hella people were in my DMs like, man, he about to. Ooh, boy, what? Boy, he like so he has a reputation. Like, and I didn't back out. I'm like, man, I'm gonna test myself. Like, you know me, I'm a daredevil. Like, I like this trying new shit. Like, win, lose, or draw, I'm a daredevil. So I just kept it, and we had a game plan. But like Mike Tyson say, everybody has a game plan until you get punched in the mouth.
I mean, that's true.
He came out and swung, and I got real wild back, and I shouldn't have. I could have avoided that whole thing. I could have avoided the whole first 7 seconds, but when I swung so hard, I kind of go back and look.
Yeah.
I kind of like my footing, and that's when I spun around, and that's when he caught me, behind my head, like right here.
And that's commendable because we're gonna go into the first few seconds when you fell the first time.
Yeah.
But I'm making all the excuses so you don't have to make them.
Yeah.
For me watching because I got to sit there. So. Their fault you not having your boots. Their fault of not training you for a brawler because you're with them to train you to prepare you to be the most successful in the ring. Yeah. You're leaning on their guidance, and I felt like they didn't think far enough ahead to put you in the best situation. Sure, no matter what they coach, you got to go out and win the fight yourself.
Yeah.
But the fact that they didn't even put you in a position, in a potential position that you may have to fight a brawler, I feel like that's a failure on them. And then at the end of the fight, even though we're going to dissect the fight a little bit, you get disqualified because a lot of people thinking...
Yeah, I didn't get knocked out.
You got knocked out and the fight was over.
That. He did. Now, the second knockdown was like, all right, he really did connect. I think the first one kind of was me being off of like balance. Yeah. But the second one, he really caught me. And no, the bell rung. I turned around. I thought the round was over. I turned around and talked to coach. Yo, like to get the stool. And then the ref said that it was disqualified because I didn't turn around and look at the ref.
Yeah, and again,
but the second knockdown, I gave him all credit for. Like that was he landed that. He threw a 3-piece combo.
Yeah,
the first 2 he missed. The third one he landed, and I stumbled back.
And so with that one, I blame your team again. How the fuck do they not tell you to turn your ass around?
Yeah.
Because they knew the round went over. Otherwise, they would have put the stool in the...
Well, the girl is walking out with the
Not initially. When you fell down, the ref was doing this count. But then somehow the ref walks off. You turn around with your hand on the rope.
Yeah.
Then the girl end up coming in the ring with the number.
Okay.
Because usually when the round is over, your team's supposed to put the little stool in there. Right. You sit down, get your water, or whatever. Yeah. But it's still a failure of your team to not tell you can't ever turn your back to the ref.
Right.
And I feel like, again, that's the failure of your team. I'm making all the excuses for you today. Here, another thing, the reason why you lost the fight, and I text you this the other day, and I was trying to see, can I call into your podcast? I'm going to blame fucking Rahi. I'm going to blame C. Green. I'm going to blame Mike T. Who else some other partners?
Third. It's a lot
Third,
of people.
Yeah, come on. All of them niggas, I'm going to blame them. Because TSF came in that motherfucker with some energy. Yeah. Niggas had on matching short sets and Ethica draws.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. It was, see.
Nah, I'm here to make the excuse for you. Them niggas was in that boy lit. The energy around them. And see me, I'm an energy guy, but I didn't want to, nigga, I want to come over there and like, hey, beat this motherfucker up. I want to turn you up, but I also want to be respectful to what your training may be.
Right.
If you in your zone, some people don't like the rah-rah to get in their zone. But just the energy that came in, Sauce Walker coming there like Ultimate Warrior, he's standing on the ring and he growling out in the crowd and shit.
It felt like an away game.
Yeah, it was
felt like
lit.
an away game. It felt like we was in Houston.
Exactly. And so I felt like as a team, including myself, we let you down. Your girl was next to me lit. She had to give my wife the baby. Like, hold on, I feel like I'm about to be irresponsible.
Right.
And she lit.
Yeah.
But I feel like Colton and Rahi and Third and Mike T, all of them not showing up, they also fucking let you down, and I say it's their fault.
Yeah, I don't want to blame them because everything was last minute, and the whole TSF was right there in Vegas.
They
whole
was
week.
even more. Still, that shit wasn't that last minute. We did an interview talking about it.
I don't want to blame them, no.
Yeah, I'm blaming them.
Because in the ring, it's just me and him. So it's just, at the end of the day,
it's a team effort.
I mean, you could say that, but I don't want to blame them. The next one, I'll make sure they're there.
So the night before the fight, man, take me through your process of getting ready. Because this is where I'm about to blame you at. Give me your process of you getting ready.
I was just super drained. I was told I had to lose 10 pounds in 5 days. So if you see me look different, like that was like real. Like it kind of fucked with my mental a little bit. I never lost in my life. I had to lose 10 pounds in less than a week.
That's wild.
So that kind of messed with me. You can't eat certain foods. Then you just got voices in your head. Then you feeling fatigued. You feel like, can you really do it? You feel like is this a lot?
Yeah.
So that 10 pounds like really, it really got to me. But it was just something that, like I said, I'm a daredevil. I like putting myself in uncomfortable situations.
Yeah.
And damn, water. My bad.
You cool.
But shit, nervous, knowing you about to be on pay-per-view, preparing for the worst, preparing for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really what that was.
So, like, did you have like a regimen the night before? Did you get into bed early when you woke up that day?
I couldn't sleep.
Couldn't sleep.
Listening to meditation music.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But
I think that one thing that was missing in you that I blame you for is that dog. I felt like the last interview, you was too nice and you was too cool, and we see what he giving him too much credence. Like it's like somebody needed to wake that dog up in you. It was like, yo, I'm fucking these niggas up. It ain't no may the best man win. No, nigga, you a bitch ass nigga, and you gonna die when you step in the ring. Like it was something that shit of burning the boats or no retreating that I felt like was lacking. It was just here like, hey, I'm here for experience. Yeah. Hope it's cool. If I win, cool.
It was just like, it's my first time. Like, you gotta understand, like, so much going through your head. You don't know who ordered the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It's watch parties going on. You don't know, like, I got status.
Yeah.
So it was just like, damn, like, is my credibility on the line?
Yeah.
What if he really knocks me out? Like, he knocked me down.
Yeah.
But, like, what if he really, like, knocks me out and I can't get up? Like, you got to understand there's so many people, and it's so many voices in your head, and then you're under the bright lights. You're playing defense. You got to watch everything he's doing. You know what I'm saying? You just watching and you're moving, everything, voices, everybody screaming. Like, it's easier said than done. Like, that night, I really respected the sport of boxing. Like, that night, I will never talk down on a boxer. I will never tell a boxer what he woulda, coulda, shoulda did because you're in the bright lights. You have everybody in the stands. The pay-per-view, watch parties in Houston, all over the world.
Yeah.
People who've been wishing on your downfall, people who are betting on you, people you don't want to let down. Like, that shit is deeper than just having that dog in you. It's the fear. Like, it was scary. Not me being scared of him.
Yeah.
But and I felt like I could have fought harder at times, but it was just I couldn't catch him. Like, I underestimated him. He was more elusive than I thought he would be.
Yeah.
Every power punch I threw, he threw a counter. So I had to watch what I threw because every time I threw a left hook, he would counter it. Like, he already seen it.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to watch. He had no boxing film on the internet. I had sparring film on the internet. It was tough. He grew up a fighter. I didn't grow up a fighter. It was just a lot. It's a lot that it's easy to sit here and say what I woulda, coulda, shoulda did.
Yeah.
He's a good fighter. He was not a boxer. I felt like the second round, I landed 7 jabs. He only hit me 1 time. So I felt like if he didn't knock me down, I would have won the second round. No, we don't know what would have happened the third round.
I agree. In that second round, you was definitely for sure comfortable.
I finally caught my flow.
You was good.
Caught my flow.
You was good. I felt like other than that knockdown and with the momentum that you was going into that third round, bro, I feel like you was straight. You know what I'm saying?
But let me get back. Like I said, he's a better fighter he's not a boxer, but his IQ on the countering, he had that. See, I felt like going into the fight, I thought I was going to be able to pick him apart with my reach because I thought he was going to be just throwing some bullshit and I was going to be able to just pick him apart because I was doing that my whole training. You
cool.
He's tough.
Yeah, I look at it, and not to diminish. I know everybody can say what they could have, would have, should have done. And I've never boxed before.
Right.
But playing offensive line, I could kind of understand a little bit what you're going through. Like, before games, I was nervous as hell.
Right.
And the reason why is because offensive line, we don't get no shine.
No shine.
But the time we do get shine is when we give up that sack.
Yep. And that fucking the tape.
There you go.
After the game, when everybody's sitting in the room and they're pointing out what you did wrong, what you did right, where they throw you under the rug at. So you got to prepare for later.
And that's what it is, because it's like, I can be in this game, we can run 70 plays in a game. 67 plays, I could be dominated, but if I gave up 3 sacks, it's going to say I had a horrible game. Somebody else get punished. If I miss a block, I don't get hit hard.
Yeah.
Somebody else about to get fucked up for me missing a block.
Exactly.
So I can understand the anxiety of doing your job.
Bro, I'm telling you, in a boxing ring, when somebody can embarrass you and it seems like the world is watching, it just adds that much pressure. It's like being a kicker.
Yeah.
Like, you know how kickers is you.
For sure.
And it's just like, you miss the kick, you blow, like everybody's in the locker room. Like, that night, I never experienced that. In sparring, like, sparring prepares you to get hit. It prepares you for the certain situations. But the mind, just knowing that you don't know who's watching, who's rooting against you, who's betting for, who wants you to win, going viral, all that is added into it. And then you gotta watch for him. You gotta move. You gotta stick and move. You gotta throw a jab. You gotta move. Then you're getting tired. You gotta tell yourself, all right, Shawn, keep going. Don't get tired. You gotta talk to yourself. You're wearing a mouthpiece that makes you can't be vocal. It's so much. Everybody's on the internet saying what I woulda, shoulda, coulda. He was tired. You know what I'm saying? I just couldn't catch the little motherfucker. Yeah. But man, I would do that shit all over again.
What would you do differently this time? Like
not
in a rematch?
Panic. The 7 seconds. The first 7 seconds, I panicked.
Take me through it.
Let's say you go outside and somebody just run up on you and they just throwing them at you. Yeah. What is your natural instincts gonna do?
If they just throw shoot,
you're gonna throw them back. You're gonna throw them back. So that's the first 7 seconds. We prepared to not brawl. But the first 7 seconds, that's what he did, and I didn't stick to the game plan. The game plan, I froze. I was like, I had a split second to decide. All right, am I going to brawl, or am I going to pivot out of this, go to the ropes, take the punching, pivot out of it, and I just said fuck it, and I threw it right, and I don't know if it was right or left, but I lost my footing, and that's when he had caught me. Yeah. And that's when I was like, all right, bet. And then that's when I kind of slowed into the rhythm. But that's what I would do. I would have just stayed to the game plan, jab, 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 fake left, have him counter, go back to the middle. Just do it all over again and fuck with his mental until he gets tired and then pick him apart. That was the game plan.
Now, the first fall down, that don't look like he hit you. It look like pushed you. It looked like something. It didn't look like a hit.
I lost my footing and he grazed me. He grazed me just enough, and it's a knockdown. Yeah, it's a knockdown. He knocked me down. But the second one was the one where it's like, all right, motherfucker, you got me. Yeah. And I was just so ready for the third round because he was tired. I felt like I was in a little better shape than him, and I felt like I would have landed a counter to where as though, if not, even if I wouldn't have won, it would have. I feel like it would have just been, it would have been just enough. Yeah. I don't know. Anything could happen. Yeah.
So would you like a rematch with Sauce?
Yeah. Like that shit was fun, bro. Yeah. Like the internet is gonna internet. Trust me, I post good and bad shit about people every day. The internet's gonna internet, but the shit that I learned about myself that weekend was just like a moment. It was I wrote it off my bucket list, man. Pay-per-view, people watching watch parties all over the world.
Yeah.
Like, I have no regrets, man. I'm a daredevil, man. I like putting myself in uncomfortable situations. I was bored with life. I was like, man, let me start boxing.
Did you blog yourself on Say Cheese when you lost?
Most definitely.
I didn't see it.
Yes, it's definitely on Say Cheese.
It was on there?
Yes.
Okay.
I told my dad, give me my phone. Let me post that I lost. I'm a true sport. We hugged. We laughed after that. We got on live. I posted them on my story. Enjoy your victory. It was fun. Like, I shared my losses with everybody on the internet. I just told you the last interview, a loss I did with an artist, 124,000.
Yeah.
You know, business ventures, I share my losses. All types of things, I share my losses. The internet made it to where you only share your highlights, and I think that shit is fake as hell. I lost this weekend. That's what comes with it.
Yeah. This may be the hardest question to answer.
Go ahead.
Because probably not hardest, but uncomfortable. When you know, it's one thing to lose in front of the world, but it's another thing to lose in front of your girl.
Nah. I didn't, nah. My girl knows who I am.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you got to understand, in boxing, she really made me feel better about it.
What about if y'all get into an argument? You say,
I'm
you
already...
like, hey, quit talking that shit before I knock your ass out like sauce. Well, when it did.
Yo, that's going to happen for the rest of my blogging career.
Yeah.
Every time I get into it with an artist, they're going to say that. They're going to bring them up.
But if you win the rematch, that kind of
if I win a rematch, and I'm gonna take a few fights and lead up to it, and hopefully we can do it.
Yeah.
But I think it was fun, man. And Sauce is a good dude. Sauce Wood is a good dude. Sauce Walker's like my brother.
Yeah.
So you know, it was all fun for the sport, but I definitely want to get back in there just for the shoulda, woulda, couldas. You know what I mean? Like, damn, I could have did that better. Like me just watching the film, like, damn, I should have did that. It was right there. Why didn't I pivot out? Why did I pivot in?
Yeah.
Why did I throw the lead left? I mean, why did I throw the hook and not throw the jab? And why didn't I throw the two? And like, it's just, you know, it's just going back and just watching film like I shoulda, woulda, coulda. But no excuses. He won.
So then going forward, you will watch film on the next person you fight.
Yes.
So, because I heard on your podcast, shout out to you releasing your first episode, Clean Sweep.
Yeah.
You threw out there that you was interested in fighting Blueface.
Yes. Once I sharpen up and get...
Sharpen up, okay.
He's way ahead of me. He's been boxing for a minute.
You don't want to get a ring with Blueface.
No, I don't. Not right now. But I think we have the same body type. Yeah. We're both long, pause. We're both tall.
Yeah.
I feel like it will be... I feel like that will be a chess match. Once I sharpen up, I'm not there yet. He's way... If you go look back, he looks like me. I look like him 4 years ago. Yeah. You know, unpolished, not really throwing body shots, only really perfecting the jab. So it just what comes with it. But I don't feel I don't have no regrets, bro. Like, I look at everybody else in hip hop, and they're not really fun. Like they don't put themselves in uncomfortable, vulnerable situations. I like doing shit like that. I like challenging myself. I'll put myself in front of the world. I don't mind taking the L. I've taken L's before. I'm undefeated in other shit. I'm undefeated in blogging. Yeah. I don't have to be undefeated in fighting. Like, I'm human, bro. Like, I want to do this shit. Like, I don't want to be the only... I don't want to just be, wake up every day and just music. Yeah. Because sometimes I talk to people and that's all they got going on is, man, bro, that's all you got going on is music and artists, and I don't want that to be me, bro. I want to go out here and try shit. I want to go hunting and fishing, and I want to go, I want to start shooting documentaries, and I want to start directing movies. And putting shit on Netflix and Tubi, and I want to challenge myself. I want to learn how to draw. I want to learn how to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that guy that's just a 40, 50-year-old. I don't want to be the 40-year-old rapper. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be the guy who is bald because he's stressed out over music and he's letting these artists get to him. And,
I don't like the shade about being bald, bro.
Well, no shade. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, people,
very low
the
blow.
Music shit really will really be deteriorating people. Yeah. Like, that shit really be stressing people out, and I just want to go out here and try different things.
Who would you want to box next?
Bosco.
Bosco.
Yeah, I want to box Bosco.
Okay. Why did he back out?
It was some money situation, which I think he was right about. Yeah. He wasn't. I'm not saying he's running.
No, that's for sure.
I think Bosco would be fun.
The business ain't straight, then. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Bosco would be fun. But yeah, man, I have no regrets. I feel like nobody else with my stature would have did that.
So you don't think like an ad?
No, nobody else would. Nobody else would make themselves the laughing stock for the next 2 weeks.
Mm.
And I did that. Win, lose, or draw, I challenged myself.
Yeah.
And that's just what comes with it. I'm undefeated in a lot of things, but I'm not undefeated in fighting.
Take me through Charleston. So look, I didn't know he got disqualified.
He got disqualified for the mace.
For the mace.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there. Somebody was like, "Oh, that nigga Charleston ain't fighting."
Yeah.
I said, "What you mean?" I was like, "He right there in his flyer because they still got the flyer up around the arena."
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Man, I just watched that nigga drink like 3 beers." I was like, 3 drinks. I was like, "No." I was like, "Man, maybe that's for his chick or whatever." I said, "He fighting." Did you give me the backstory of that? Were you surprised he got, because you got into this match because of Charleston?
Yes.
Did he really want to fight? Was these antics done so he could get out of the fight?
I mean, to my knowledge, he was working out every day with me, showing up in the gym. Shit, it looked like he was fighting. Shit, it looked like I didn't know anything about the Suede situation.
Yeah.
I didn't even him going at it, the May shit. I didn't know nothing about that shit till it happened.
That was the May shit fake? That was staged,
The
right?
May shit was real. If go back and look at the real, not my video because I cut it, but the real video, they did the standoff right after me. That was real Mace. He cleared out the whole restaurant.
Because that's what everybody's saying. Like, if he sprayed real mace, why everybody else wasn't?
Go back and look at the long video. The whole mace. Sometimes it takes a while to spread. Yes, the restaurant was big, so it took a while for it to get to the back to this.
But I was looking at the people on the stage. It didn't even look like they had an immediate like, oh
shit. Go back and look.
What about the swimming pool shit?
I don't know about the swimming pool thing. Them fighting in the swimming pool.
Yeah, they fall into
I don't know about that. But nah, he got disqualified. I don't really know. But I still did my shit, man. I'm like, fuck that, man.
Then he hit dude that same dude that hit with the pig poker.
Then he hit him with the pig poker. I'm like, God damn, he 3-0 this weekend. Real shit.
Wax said, and then the issue, I guess, with some guys that was with TSF. Everybody thought he maced TSF.
Yeah.
Salsa Chlorus cleared that up, saying it was some niggas with him.
I think those was like TSF, like West Coast people.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't saucing them. It was like people who was with TSF from like Cali.
Got you.
So I think it was them people. It wasn't saucing themselves. Saucing them, everybody was vibing.
Like Charleston don't back down. He might.
Yeah, but saucing Charleston, we was all kicking it before and after. Everybody was just like kicking it. I think more of the West Coast people was like fucking with Charleston about the Nipsey shit.
Yeah, I see that.
But nah, like all the Texas people, we was vibing before and after the fight.
Have you talked to Charleston? Because I saw him at the fight. Did you have a chance to talk to him?
He texted me yesterday. I got to get back with him. I was doing the interview.
Got you.
But he did text me He did text me. We're supposed to be sitting down again.
Did he give you any words or anything before the fight or after the fight? Did he talk to you and say anything to you?
He told me, don't ever wear them boots again.
Yeah.
He said, don't ever wear them boots again. Get your rematch. I'm proud of you. Nobody else would have did what you did.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what everybody's saying. Like, you got a lot of people who are like, Shawn got knocked out. I didn't get knocked out. But most people were like, man, at least you got in there. Like, it was entertaining.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was worth the pay-per-view. Yo, like nobody else would have did that. I'm really just getting like, yo, do that shit again, bro. Like,
what made you pick them boots?
To me, they were stylish. Like, to me, it made militant. It made, this army boots. Like, I'm here for business. I'm here for work. But I was more looking at the look and not the performance.
So they were real army boots?
They were real, like, tactical boots.
See, I thought from a distance, they were just boxing shoes
that
looked like that. So you was in there. Oh,
they're not boxing shoes at all. Like, it was times where I didn't have. It was like sometimes I had. You know how sometimes you could have too much grip.
Yeah.
And then it was just at times where I just lost footing. Like if I was trying to like if I was when I would try to move around and like pivot, I would lose footing. But if I would dig in, I couldn't. I would be like stuck.
Yeah.
So it was a lose-lose. But man, he won. I don't want no excuses. I don't want this to be I lost 10 pounds. None of that. He won.
We already said that.
Yeah, he won fair and square, bro.
So, but ain't this the irony, though? Do you think, had you won that fight, everybody would have been lit about the boots you had on?
Yes. They would have been like, Shawn won in army boots, all that nigga. And then I think if I would have won the fight, I think it helped my brand more.
Explain.
So many followers, so many people in my DMs, boxers like, yo, bro, you should have did this. You got potential. You keep using that jab. Don't stop, bro. This is your first amateur fight. You just started fighting. The guy you fought, he grew up a fighter. Like, don't let your head down. It's a lot of people saying positive shit. Like, yo, let's keep your head up. It takes a man to get in there. Like, it takes real guts to get in the real boxers giving me like real input.
Did anybody call you like Mayweather called Saucewood winning after the fight?
To be honest, I haven't really checked like my request box. Like, I checked my initial DMs, but I didn't really check like my request box to see who was in there. But it's a lot of people reaching out, like Le'Veon Bell.
Okay.
It's a lot of people that's
really
no,
he lost, did he?
His fight?
Yeah.
I think he won. Le'Veon Bell,
I think he lost.
He lost?
Did he fight one of the Pauls?
Nah.
I thought he fought somebody and lost. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, but nah, it's a lot of people reaching out with like, yo, keep going because they've been in there before. Like when I told you about the pay-per-view, thinking about everything, that shit factors into that, man. Boxing is 95% mental.
They say that about every sport.
Bro, mental. Like when I say you can go in there and get fatigued just thinking about who's watching. Yeah, you can just go in there and just panic like you can go in there and get hit once and just fall like all the gas tank just. So it's just deeper than just having hands and.
It's not shooting your load. It's pacing yourself.
Yes,
sticking
bro.
to the plan.
Yes, it's not going in there and brawling and getting tired. Like you really gotta stick move.
Yeah.
Throw a jab, stick move.
How soon do you want your next fight to be?
I'm thinking November.
Okay.
Few warm-up fights. This is all fun to me too.
Wait, so you want to have a few more fights in between, or November is the next warm-up fight?
I think maybe November is the next warm-up fight.
Okay.
But and then really too, like I'm like boxing is not a priority. Like I'm not trying to be a Logan, Jake Paul. Really, like the content, like real estate shit is like really, but just working out every day to stay in shape.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing for this was just for me to stay in shape. Like it's not, but if something ends up happening and I get real good, cool. But whatever comes. I'm not chasing it.
I saw that you called in, or they called you on No Jumper. Shout out, see Brick Baby to hit you up. Are you gonna finally make that trip out there?
Yes, I was supposed to go when I was in San Diego yesterday.
Got you.
But no, Adam said
he was on vacation or some shit.
He was on vacation.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna definitely go back out there and we're gonna do it. But yeah, no regrets this weekend.
Sure.
Shout out to everybody who called me, everybody who checked up on me. Like, yo, I'm good, man. Once again, shout out to Wood. Live it up, enjoy your victory.
For sure.
And make the most of it. Because you know the internet, 2 weeks.
It's over. Anyway,
Drake's album, 2 weeks, nobody's gonna be talking about this.
We talked last time on FYB JMane, and you was talking about you didn't care about him going, getting that gig on No Jumper,
right?
Things of that nature. But I'm looking for your transparency because it's just his brand. Of course, he's a curator of so many hits. Hit different, do your homework. What's the new one he's saying right now? Something that just started. I forgot the new one he's saying. But anyway, being on No Jumper and jumping for so many platforms, do you think it's smart, take advantage of the situation, or do you think this a potential way for him to water himself down?
It just depends. Like I said, once you're everywhere, once everybody can get you, what's the value? You know what I'm saying? So you kind of got to keep that like exclusivity.
Exclusivity, I got you.
Exclusivity, my bad.
You got it.
But you kind of got to want to keep that. Because once you're taking money, everybody's money is just, whatever. People are moving on. But people are going to, like I said, they're going to try to suck you dry, pause. Like that's just the name of the game. But yeah, you kind of want to be selective. And he has his own YouTube. He does his daily vlogging. So he's definitely making money. But going on every platform who has $2,000 for you, it could kind of fuck you up after a while. You know what I'm saying? Because then they're asking you the same questions, and then people lose interest. Then they're looking for the next FYB JMane. You know what I mean? So you just kind of want to play smart. Yes, you want to make your money, But spread it out. Don't let them spread you thin because that's what's gonna happen.
Unlike, like, I guess you and I being content creators and doing interviews, the chances of us burning out or getting old, it's kind of hard for us.
Right.
But for an actual, I guess, online figure, they're just like an artist.
Just like an artist.
Regardless, they're going their white hot moment is only gonna last for a moment anyway.
It's like as long as you can do the off the court antics like the Charleston White.
Yeah.
Charleston White can go do a comedy show if he wants to. He can go on his own YouTube and say, fuck YNW Melly. He can go say fuck Nipsey.
Yeah.
He can wake up one day and diss any dead rapper and it's gonna get him people hating on him for another week. So yes, it's just like being a rapper. You have to have the off the court antics outside of interviews.
Gotcha.
And that's the good thing about Charleston White is he can go touring. Charleston White's so smart. There's nothing you could ask him anything under the sun and he's gonna have some type of answer for it.
You got an amazing gift of gab.
He has a reach. He has a reach, and with that reach is, people thought Charleston White wouldn't have lasted this long, but because of his knowledge and his reach, and he does his homework on the youth, the things that the kids care about, asking him about King Von and asking him about all these different topics. Now he's going in on Sexy Red.
Yeah.
He just has to get the gab, which I feel like FYB JMane could do too. But you at the beginning, you kind of gotta be selective on your moves because those moves early, they dictate the things later.
Yeah.
In your journey. So don't get watered down with the interviews. And I say stick, like me and Charleston White, the first year, we was just sticking together.
Yeah.
Like, yo, do this, I'ma do that. Then he went in on me. Then we fell out. Then we came back together, which made it even more interesting. Then he started doing tours.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, Charleston's a fucking GOAT, bro. There will never be another Charleston White. And we're about to do a tour too. We're about to do a 10-city tour.
Yeah. After he quit? Did he quit the TK Kirkland tour or he got kicked off?
He quit. He really did quit. He did quit because TK Kirkland, I seen the text messages. TK Kirkland invited him to London. To a London show. So he did quit. He's not lying. Everything he's saying, he showed me in the text messages to where as though everything TK Kirkland was really adamant about having him on that tour. But me and Charleston, we're about to do a 10-city tour.
Okay.
We're gonna do a Florida, Midwest, and we're gonna do a West Coast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. The last time you was here, we didn't get to talk about this, and I meant to hit you on this. Your relationship with YMW Melly. Before he got locked up, y'all had somewhat of a rapport, right?
Yeah, if you go look at his shit, he still follow me, I think, on he don't follow a lot of people.
Yeah.
I did maybe his first interview, it was one of his first interviews because my guy Jay is his manager and he wanted me to come out there.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. I did the interview with YNW Melly. He was with Sack Chaser, Juvie. Drew filmed it. They were all in the same room.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I know you was always predicting hey man, this trial is gonna be wild.
Yeah.
And it ended up being a mistrial. How do you think Florida is taking it right now? Or do you think more people are rooting for YMW Melly to get out? Or do you feel like people feel like he did it and want him to stay in?
It's 50-50. I mean, you gotta understand the fans, the kids who don't really look at the deeper meaning of life. They don't care about Juvie's mom or Sack Chaser's mom going through what they're going through. They only care about the new music that's coming out or being entertained. So it's 50-50. It's people like me that's like, man, if you did that shit, fuck you.
Yeah.
I feel like you should treat snakes how you treat rats. The same way how these street niggas running around talking about snitching and ratting. I feel like if you're disloyal, if you're a snake, and you kill your two friends, I feel like you should be treated the same way.
Yeah.
Now, if somehow he didn't do it, evidence comes out that he didn't do it, cool, free him. But if he did do it and evidence comes out and he's guilty, fuck him. So it's not me. People are saying, oh, Shawn wants him to be guilty. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if evidence comes out that you a fuck nigga, fuck you.
Yeah.
If you really snaked your two friends, bro, that believed in you, I was in a room with these 3 individuals. They loved Melly. Now, I don't know about the extortion shit that they saying online and shit like that, but, I mean, shit, if somebody try to extort you, separate yourself.
But So what are they saying the motive was?
I mean, there's several motives, man. Juvie's dad is saying that it was over money. And some people were saying that Sack Chaser and Juvie threatened Melly's mom. I don't know. I really don't know. Like I said, I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't want this to be a thing to where people are gonna post this and make it seem like I'm against Melly.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, whatever it is, man, like, I don't know. That shit's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But Melly, the potential was out of this world.
Yeah.
Like, he would have been up there with the Young Thugs, the Lil Uzi Verts, the Juice WRLDs, the XXX. He was the next pop star. Melly was the next pop star. And I think when he gets out, if he gets out, he could still be that.
Yeah.
But it's just the whole thing, like, damn, bro, like, your friends that you grew up with, like, the industry, money make people do crazy things if he did it.
Yeah.
Like, money make people do crazy things, man. Like,
so speaking of money make people do crazy things, I just interviewed Rainwater. And Rainwater trying to get out this new Mo3 album. But DJ Drop or whatever, got a lot of music on his computer of Mo3 that Rain wanted.
Right.
And so I guess Drop allegedly won $1 million.
DJ Drop?
Yeah, he an engineer out here. And Mo3 used to go over there to him.
Right.
So he got a lot of verses. Because, you know, Rain was saying he patching this album together from a bunch of unreleased verses.
Right.
That 3 had. So they went to Drop, and I guess allegedly Drop got a bunch of music, that unreleased music of Mo3 over there. Drop, I guess, allegedly wants $1 million for Mo3 music.
Yeah.
Is that foul for him wanting the money?
I see. I don't know what Drop. I don't know what Drop may feels like. Drop may feel like he's obligated because of something he's done. I don't know what Drop has done. It's two stories. I mean, it's two sides to every story. But I will say this: people are so money driven, they don't think about the longevity of things. Because if I'm Drop, I'm like, cool, have the music, but I'm gonna make sure I'm good on the back end. I'm gonna make sure the royalties I'm good. I'm gonna make sure on the back end, I'm paid. I'm getting some type of pay in the back end. If this shit goes platinum, I need 5 points.
Yeah.
If it does this, I need my points. So that's how I will play it. I will want something up front. Give me $250,000. Give me $100,000. What you got for me? What you got? Okay, this how much you got? This y'all budget? Give me the budget. And then give me some money and give me my points on the back end. That's where the money's really made, on the back end.
Yeah.
So that's how I will play it. But I feel like a lot of people, they so money driven, they think so short term. And Drop's not wrong for that. Like I said, I don't know what he feels like he's obligated to. That's his business. But me, I'm playing the back end because you make more money in the back end. That $1 million that he wants could be $5 million on the back end. So it's really all about how he wants to play it. And I remember 50 Cent, he had released an audio book, and one of his homies wanted something from him. But because he didn't make money because he didn't take the points, he missed out on like $5 million.
Sheesh.
And I'm gonna send you the link after this interview. And in the music game, you always want to play the back end. There's way more money in it if you play the back end, especially with an artist like Mo3. He's not here no more.
Yeah.
People are thirsting for his music. You're never gonna get